halimbawa 7 to 5, yung nakikita ko mahina ang kanilang paglaki, naging bansot. At saka isa pa, mahina sa pag-aaral. Hirap, sakit. Nagkakaroon sila ng sakit sa balat, inuubo, sinisipo, nilalagnat. Tapos kadalasan, hindi na sila nakakapag-aral. Oras na makahawak sila ng pera, mas gusto nila sa kabulan kaysa sa paaralan. Yun ang ginagawa nila.
The abuse of children in small-scale gold mines in the Philippines involve as many as 18,000 children. In Camarines Norte, the government and non-government organizations decided knowing how many children worked in small-scale gold mines was not enough. They felt they needed to know more who these children are so that they can better act on their behalf. Together, NGOs and government agencies compiled a master list of child mine workers, which enabled them to track the situation and put policies and programs in place. The master list was used to lobby for local ordinances, such as the Camarines Norte Children's Right and Welfare Code, that bans children from all forms of hazardous work, not just mining, and to provide starting points for services.
We're able to conduct 16 classes, child laborers in the 6 pilot barangays, a total of 395 learners. There were 231 males and 164 female.
Services such as non-formal education and scholarships are helping to get children back in school and out of the master list.
So malaki po ang naging improvement ng mga kabataan, mga magulang, ng mga barangays. Nung araw, maniwala ka, dami itong mga hindi magsumulat. Marami itong mga kabataan ang nagpapakatulong na lamang para kumita, pero ngayon nag-aaral na po sila. So malaking bagay ang ginampanan po ng pag-advocate natin sa mga barangays, yung pagbibigay ng impormasyon, na iangat natin ang antas ng edukasyon ng kabataan.
Information dissemination, parents' education, policy making, and the provision of services are causing change. Samuel, a 10-year-old child mine worker, still feels compelled to work in the mines to help his family. But he is also determined to stay in school.
Mas maigi po yung makakabot ka lang po ay Sabado, Linggo, tapos tuwing Lunes hanggang Biyernes po mapasok ka. Tapos nagkakabot po ako ng Sabado at Linggo para po may mabili kaming bigas, may mabili po ng Milo ni Tutoy. Tapos po, sana po pagdating po ng Lunes ay may pambago kami magkakapatid. Yung pong walang mga hanap buhay ay nagkakabot rin po silang katulad namin. Tapos po ay yung pong kita nila maghapon, binibigay rin po nila sa magulang nila.
But children are not just in the mines. There are 4 million working children. 2.4 million of them work in the worst forms of child labor. These violate children's rights and damage their physical, mental, spiritual, and psychosocial growth and development to such an extreme that they end up injured or worse, dead.
Filipinos would value their children doing work because it's a responsibility that has to be developed from childhood up to their adulthood. But there are instances where families, maybe because of poverty, would really require their children to just go to work and not value education at all. It retards their normal development. It deprives their children from going to school. That would be now a problem.
As the experience in Camarines Norte shows, poverty is a problem that needs to be dealt with. Actions can be taken against the worst forms of child labor, and they are most effective if children are seen within the totality of their family situations.
So dapat isabay mo yung family na meron ka rin intervention dun sa family. Hindi ka lang dun sa bata magpo-focus. And then siguro yung buong community makatulong dun sa pagpapaliwanag dun sa mga magulang at sa mga bata. nagluwal ito ng mga proyekto, mga livelihood project sa mga magulang ng mga child laborer. Yung mga child laborer ay inorganize din namin, orient namin sila about child labor laws, para at least ma-aware naman yung mga bata.
The child-friendly movement attempts to mobilize all levels of society, from the local government unit and down to families and teachers and community leaders. And it begins from this understanding that everyone in society has a role to play, and all children need to be reared in a protective environment.
Meanwhile, Rico, the boy who'd found gold but lost his childhood, has found refuge from his father's violence and abuse. He does not quite know what will happen next, but asked what he hopes for in life, Rico ponders his answer.
Matuto po. Matuto po. Magbasa tapos magsulat.
Children do not ask for much.